Hello, it's Edith Silent of Love and Above, and I am here with this week's card reading. Now, this week I'm doing something slightly different with the cards. I've chosen a slightly different deck because I'm actually on holiday. You may recognise my background. I am still at home, but we're off doing day trips and we're having a whole load of different things over the next couple of weeks. So I am taking a couple of weeks off. It does mean that I'm still available for everybody. It's just that I've not had a proper holiday for just for about a year now. So I'm really looking forward to this time off. So, the deck that I am using today is Affirmations card. So, like I said, slightly different than normal. And what I'm going to do is draw one for every single day, and you can use these as affirmations for your daily practice. Affirmations are basically, they're positive in nature. They are also very very helpful with your self-confidence and self-belief, particularly in just about any situation. Some people say affirmations into the mirror, look into one eye and say it, and then look into the other eye and say it. Whatever works for you. Perhaps you say some positive affirmations. I personally, I create affirmations. I have a morning journal, so I have some morning thoughts, and then at the end of them I start writing statements about what I believe in myself that are positive. So sometimes I'm writing, I am strong, I believe in myself, I am confident, I am empowered, I am on top of the world. I just whatever comes to mind in the moment when I'm writing. So, but that's where I personally put in affirmations. I also have one written on my bathroom mirror. Ladies, if you write it in lipstick and you have I can get lipstick off mirrors. I have a mirror cleaner and a mirror cloth, and that works wonders. So sometimes I change it up, sometimes it depends on how I feel at the time. I recently changed mine to keep rocking your awesomeness, purely because I was in such a great space because I just received my book to do my proofreading and my final edit. So I change mine regularly. I also have, again, I changed it today, that instead of being 4 weeks to go till my launch, it's 3 weeks to go to my launch. So it's little things like that, just keeping, so that's what I tend to do with affirmations. Some people can like to write them down a number of times, like 20 odd times. Some people like just to write them down once. Some people like to repeat it 3 or 4 times. Just do what you think is right for you. There is no right or wrong way with affirmations. The only wrong way with an affirmation is putting something negative in there. So if you are saying, I do not want to, as soon as you put the do not in there, you're making a negative statement. So if you are creating your own affirmations, go for the positive side. Look at the positive words. I actually teach this in one of the courses. It's just a little section about writing affirmations, particularly for your clients as well. So I'm going to get started. I have not used these cards in a reading online before, so this is quite exciting. So I do not know what's going to come up for you all. So Monday, let's have a look at Monday. So this is for the week commencing the 27th of June, which we all know we're about to pop into July. So let's have a look. First one is gentleness. I will read it out first before I show you the card because it's quite long. So this is Monday. I speak with gentleness and I listen with gentleness. I align with the gentlest part of myself and I take joy in being receptive, open and unafraid. I am like a baby deer who's best friends with a baby elephant. The baby elephant wraps its little trunk around my shoulders, and we lie down gently on the grass, daydreaming and talking about what sorts of humans the clouds look like. I think that's a beautiful little affirmation. Let me show you the picture that goes with it. Beautiful little human cloud there. So, Monday, all about gentleness, being gentle to yourself, being gentle to others. Tuesday, let's have a look at Tuesday's card. Oh, magic. I love magic. So Tuesday's all about magic. I'll show you the card again in a moment. I believe in magic. I see evidence of it all the time. And though the tricks can probably be explained away by something sensible and ordinary, I'd rather not ruin the fun. Other people can fill their days with mere coincidence. I'll fill mine with, holy crap, that's unbelievable. I love that. So again, that is magic. I do a form of magic every day, and which I'm actually going to share with you, and feel free to use it. I do this all the time, every day. I absolutely love it. It's also about manifesting, so it's not really, it's like reverse manifesting. This world is, I'll explain it now. This world is abundant. This world is, you can see this in nature. You can see trees laden with fruit. You can see the abundance of rabbits. You can see just the abundance of so much in this planet. And with that premise and with that thought, let me start with that if there's such an abundance out there, then there must be gifts in there for me as well. So I ask my guides or the universe every single day for a gift from the universe. I call it gifts from the universe. And it's a form of magic. Can I just say, I'm looking for my gift. Thank you in advance for my gift. But I'll be looking for it. And then you just look for your gift all day. And it doesn't need to be a physical gift. But a lot of the time for me, it tends to be something physical as well. And it's just, sometimes it can be that you've got a new business contact that you've been trying, maybe like unintentionally, you've got a new business contact. Perhaps it's a new client that you weren't expecting. Perhaps you're having the worst day, and then there's a complete stranger shows you complete kindness. You think, oh wow. Or maybe it's something as simple as you see a leaf, and this leaf just fills you with joy, and it's a beautiful moment. It'll mean something to you in that moment. So look for the gifts every single day, but then I take it a step further. This is where the magic, this is still part of the magic. Because we live in this abundant world, don't just ask for one thing. When I've received my first gift, I always say thank you. I'll continue to look for the rest of the gifts. So you can receive so many gifts. I once did this with a group, and a woman, she said to me, I did this for a week and it was amazing. She was about to go on holiday as well, which was even better for her. And she asked for a gift. She was asking for gifts every day. She said she just had the most abundant week. And then on her final working day, one of her clients said, oh, I know you were going on holiday. I know which airport you were going to because they discussed it before. And she said, oh, I've got an upgrade so that you can go into the VIP lounge. Just take it as a gift from me. All of a sudden, the day before her holiday, she gets this gift to get into the VIP lounge in the airport. I was just like, wow, this is what happened in 1 week's worth of work. I had somebody who did it as well and this is hilarious. She did it at a workshop I was doing, and she went home and she was looking for something to fill her heart. And that night she ended up, this seems obvious now, but at the time for her it was not obvious. She asked for no, sorry, she rescued a kitten. This kitten was trying to get into the local supermarket, which she went to straight after the workshop, and the staff were trying to keep it out, and she went to the car park an hour after they closed with a laundry basket. She then rehomed this kitten, and then the best part is she tried to she did the right thing. She went to all these vets and she let people know that she had this kitten that she's rescued. Whose kitten was it? That literally is it. That literally is what she did. And she basically, she went on for months. Even I was going to rehome this kitten at one point. It didn't happen. And for months and months, she was trying to rehome this kitten. Then she told me the story. Do you remember that workshop you did? And you were talking about gifts from the universe. Well, I did it. And I was just like, and then she told me this whole story about how she got her cat. And I was just like, hang on a second. You do realise that what you were asking for, you have now received. You received a kitten. You've been trying to give away this gift this whole time, this gift of a kitten the whole time. Her and this kitten is now a cat. It's just absolutely beautiful. And the best part is the cat is actually called Magic. She named the cat Magic. I just think this is a brilliant card for the day. So let's look at Wednesday. If you want to know more about gifts from the universe, give me a shout. It's one of the things I'm really passionate about, and I'm happy to go through it in more detail with people. Okay, Wednesday we have 2 cards? No, 1 card. Divine timing. I'll show you the picture in a moment. It says, everything is timing, and timing is everything. Gladly, I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust the divine schedule makers know what they are doing. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. And here is the picture. Divine timing is amazing. So many different things with divine timing. Just sometimes you can be in the right place at the right time and you receive an opportunity, but sometimes things get delayed in life, and sometimes that is where the divine timing comes in. You're wondering, why is there a delay? Why is there a delay? And it could be a delay of weeks and months, and you're just, why is there this delay? And perhaps it's that you're not ready as a person yet. Perhaps you are, but it is all divine timing. Things happen as and when for a reason. Even though as humans we want it to be quicker sometimes, and that can be frustrating, but that's what Wednesday's all about. It's trusting the divine timing, because things will happen as and when. Right, let's look at Thursday, and we have got letting go. Let's have a read. I don't dwell on bad things that happened. I let things go because I have enough heavy things to carry around. And also, grudges aren't a great look. This card is so spot on. Grudges are not a great look for any of us, me included. And letting go. Sometimes it is easier to let go than it is to hold on. There's a really good social media picture that goes around quite a lot, and it shows you the reality of letting go. If you don't let go of a rope that you've got a hold of, then it can give you such severe burns on your hands and wrists, and that's what this picture is showing. But if you let go, you will not have those burns on your hands and wrists. So letting go can sometimes be less painful than holding on. Lots of different situations for that. Let's move on to Friday. So Friday of this week. Let's have a look. Don't take it personally. There is the lovely little picture. And let me read it to you. If someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I'll remember that they have got something going on that has nothing to do with me. Like maybe they just pooped their pants. Yes, that's probably it. I didn't expect to be saying that this morning in a card reading. So yes, don't take things personally. Sometimes people just lash out verbally because they've got stuff going on that we know nothing about. Perhaps they're just having a really bad day. And normally they have a good day. And it's just, don't take things personally. If something's going on, just don't take it personally. Just let it go. Just let it. Maybe this person just needs to, especially if they're a little bit frustrated or angry, just let it go. Just do or help them in whatever way that they're asking for help, and then speak to them at a different point. Speak to them in a couple of days, maybe 24 hours later, just if you're really concerned about the attitude they had. Perhaps they just don't know, they don't understand that they were in that space, but perhaps they do, and perhaps they'll just like, oh, I'm so sorry, I was just in a bad place, and whatever it is, you can speak to them about it later, but just don't take it personally. If it's someone you know personally, just speak to them later. But if it isn't anybody you know personally, just don't take it personally, because they are projecting onto you just something within themselves in reality. Let's look at Saturday. On Saturday we have got Story of My Life. Let's take a read. As I tell myself the story of what's happening in my life, I choose to make it the kind of story where even the tough parts have a sort of inner beauty. It's ultimately a happy story where every character, no matter how wicked, is doing their best. And let me tell you, it'll be worth it when I earn that Pulitzer Prize for Best Inner Monologue. Yes, we all have stories. We all have stories in our lives. Some are bad, some are good, and some can be challenging. But it's keep in mind the good that can come out of it, as it's suggesting in the card, the beauty that can come out of it, and the growth that can come out of it. A couple of years ago, I went through something very difficult that was very painful. It affected me for a number of months, but the growth that I received out of it was amazing. It's in some ways it was the catalyst that I needed to help me change as a person as well. And when it comes to big life events where there's a lot of pain going on, there's something big to learn from it. And even though it was such a painful time, the knock-on effect from it now, I feel happier, I feel freer, I feel empowered, which I didn't feel before. I understand boundaries. Even though it was painful and it was awful what I went through, there is beauty coming out of it. And the story that I tell from it now is just like, yeah, that happened, this all happened in my life, but guess what? This is who I am now, and what happened to me before does not define who I am. Okay, let's look at Sunday. So, just before we do, if you are going through a tough time at the moment, you'll most likely find this beauty or understanding later. Once you're out of the situation, it's so difficult to be objective when you're going through something. It's very, we live our own lives. We are subjective. Very difficult to be objective about ourselves until time has passed. So if you are going through something, I'm really sorry you are. And just know that in a couple of years' time, maybe even much sooner than that, it will all start to make sense. It will all start, you'll be able to understand something that comes out of it. Let's look at Sunday now. Sunday, and we have engagement. Let's have a read. Today, I make the conscious choice to engage with the world in an active way. I'll take a new route and talk to strangers. I will smell flowers and pet dogs, and maybe walk around barefoot for a while if I'm not inside, this is an American card, a 7-Eleven. At the very least, I'll have a day that's slightly more interesting than average. And at the most, I'll have a startling epiphany or make a friend who will change my life forever. No pressure. The card ends with no pressure. I just wanted to do the hand movement. No pressure. Making a conscious choice to engage with the world. Think about what you're doing on Sunday. If you've already got plans, maybe you don't have plans, but maybe it is you take a walk a different direction. Maybe you are in nature and you're just like, do you know what? I want to walk off the beaten path, see what's going on. Having a slightly different day is always fun. But when that turns into something bigger, where like this card is saying, you might meet a friend or something that'll change your life forever. I've done a few of them in my life, and it's always fun. I think a lot of people in this life who go down who don't keep to the normal route of life, who don't just start a career and finish it when they retire. They do lots, these people who do lots of different things in life. I remember as a young adult, I must have been 20, maybe 19, 20, and the song Wear Sunscreen came out. And it's all about this man who says, I don't know much in this life, but the one thing I do know is wear sunscreen. And one of the things that implied in there as well, that people in their 40s and 50s who still don't know what they're doing in their life are some of the most interesting people that you will meet. And that's because they've done so many different things. They've gone to so many different places. And it's those people that lead the most interesting lives. So there's a thought as well. Okay, if you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe, and keep rocking your awesomeness, and I will see you tomorrow.